Bro forgot to bring the weapons, and before stressing, the Hawaiian shirt gets him another hit from the fucking bong. This is too much. I think out of all the feats that we've seen Krai do, this is the one that is the most insane. So we're essentially not going to allow the evil scumbag's mission to come to fruition. Because our guy was so high as a kite, he relaxed so hard to the fact that he's like, well, half the danger was my own doing. And that other guy surely isn't a fox. I can't fucking deal with him. I can't deal with him at all. They're only gonna kill the dragons and leave everything else. You know what? What I'm learning is next time we need to say, no monsters of any kind will be coming to attack us. No monsters of any kind will be coming to attack us. Bro wasn't there to fight because he was looking for his stupid ass carpet. Fucking hell. It's really funny because if the enemies just like stole his shirt, there's at least a chance things wouldn't go so well. Now granted, he always stumbles into success, but in theory, if you gave away his constantly high feeling shirt, you might be able to do something. Bro, nah man. If two creepy old dudes are like, please come to my room alone, you need an adult with you. And that adult needs an adult. That's a ghost. Yeah, this is Carpy. I turned it human. And now that they fucking are thinking he's one of them, they're continuing the gaslighting arc. Guys, far on the video, make sure you drop the like, share, support, subscribe if you're new around here. Patrons where you're going to catch my full live reactions to all this nonsense and more. If you also want to fund the channel and videos just like these. So, this week's episode of Grieving Soul probably is my favorite episode, period, which is a pretty big compliment. I mean, 22 episodes. There's a lot of really great episodes to pick from. I don't think we've had a better episode. This man, it was funny enough having him wear a Hawaiian shirt that basically just got him high. He's so relaxed that he's just been ripping the bong the whole time. And it's funny, of course, seeing him get credit for stopping dragons and barriers, but the fact that he kept stumbling and stumbling and stumbling to the point that he somehow got so high he joined a terrorist organization. I gotta admit, even I was a little stumped by the turn of events this week. See, I mean, we had these two foxes, right? I forget what they say, like 5th and 9th or something of the tails. And from their point of view, the tails only go up to 9. Now, Krai has the 13th, because I guess the way it works is if enough power goes through, the fox grows another. It's a whole thing. And I love the idea that for Krai, he doesn't see things beyond what they can be. And I'm truly thinking that he's neurodivergent because he takes everything so literally. No, they're not foxes. I know what a fox looks like. I honestly thought these two were just going to kill themselves because of all the stupidity. And this man somehow deadass turned them into allies to gaslight an elf. Liz pops up for a booty call. And Krai convinces her, because prior to this, right, he buys an assortment of nuts, and one of the nuts basically is like a drug. It makes the mana not work if you have magical abilities like that. And so he tries to gaslight her that this isn't a booty call, but a sheet ghost. And I love how these two are just like, yeah, sheet ghost. Because prior to this meeting, they agreed that basically he's the leader of their terrorist organization. This show usually has a few, sometimes maybe even 4 or 5 moments that you think, damn, Krai, you have a really dumb moment here, and that's really amusing to watch. But I felt like every 2 minutes, something stupid happened with this man. Like, seriously. Like, we start the whole thing with him basically trying to do anything, and being so relaxed, he basically got limp dick. But don't worry, his pal can put up a barrier for him, so he's gonna get credit for that. Not knowing what's happening, he'll just be like, it's fine, don't worry. They're trying to say, hey, we should like pull back, we should be careful, and he basically will be like, nah, there's no more dragons, so therefore there's no more threat, right? Because from his point of view, the only reason dragons exist isn't because we know these two did summon dragons. But we know the others also summon dragons, so he's basically saying, nah, dragons are no longer a thing, you don't gotta worry about it. His casualness is so funny because he's probably the only character they can truly say with a straight face isn't trying to stab the king in the back, because he took the lie detector. And he looks like he's been helping him. And the fact too, this is probably my favorite moment. So he loses Carpy, his flying magical carpet. So he holds back on the line to go find Carpy. And what ends up happening is because they hold back, his people, they only took care of the dragons because he made it explicitly clear no dragons, but other monsters are fine. So everyone else had to fight the fucking the general things. And they probably thought, now they didn't really make it clear, but I have a strong suspicion Mr. Guard probably thought like, oh, this sick son of a bitch, he held back because he wanted us to deal with all this stuff. But now it looks like he killed a dragon. It's, I don't know, man. The more I watch of this guy, the more convinced I am he is the Antichrist. I don't think the Antichrist would actually be an evil person. I feel like the Antichrist would be something so stupid it made for such, like, just such illogical bullshit that it's impossible to survive. But I've always said this, you know, I truly think if Krai stopped existing in this world, everything would actually end. He must have 10 rabbit's feet stuck up his ass to such a degree that only explains his level of luck. But boy golly, I don't even think the foxes are going to stop being a thing. I think he's going to remain to be clan leader by the end of this. And that brings me great joy. You know, I think the big thing I'm learning after the second core, the second season, whatever we're calling it, is Krai might be a top 10 character of all time. He infuriates me, he pisses me off, he makes me say, if I was friends with you, I'd probably blow my brains out, but as a character, boy golly, is he second to none. And my big question remains, you know how in Danmachi people used to meme the fact that, like, hey, is Bell ever going to pick up girls in a dungeon? And then he eventually did, like, 4 seasons later. You think we're ever going to get to the point where the jokes write themselves of, are we actually ever going to let this grieving soul retire? Because I hope so. But we all know if he did retire, everyone would probably die. Now, of course, those are my thoughts. You let me know what you thought on this week's episode. I think it was this show's best, and I think I think this got to be a top 3 episode minimum, right? Like, I don't think I'm crazy for liking this episode this much, but maybe I am. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, share, support, subscribe if you're around here. Of course, Patreon full live reactions and exclusives like hey. I also like to give video shoutouts to my patrons who make it all possible. Alright, so today we got Restart Coon, Squilton, Shadow Cyber Demon, Fate, Snake Eater 7, Zeshram, Dark Lord, and we also have Jonas Pierre. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You know, have a good one. Yeah, I got a big ass cock between my legs. What of it? Is he gonna look at this as some furry shit? Like, got a foxtail? Like, he's actually a part of the whole fucking shit. And he has no idea. Bro just had a team meeting with the fucking terrorists. How did he manage this shit? This is the most unfiltered version of him I've ever seen. I've never seen this show pull off this level of dumbassery.